All right, we got another parking lot sale from Harbor Freight coming up. I'm going to show you all the hot deals because there's and I'm going to use the word again because it pisses people off. There's a narrative going on. People are trying to push this idea that there's no good sales. This last video I did, somebody tried to talk about, no one's excited. Why are you pushing this? No one's excited about the next parking lot sale. Brother, if you're not excited about this parking lot sale, you're either trying to push some weird narrative. You're either a Harbor Freight hater or some people are trying to get politics into this. And that's just stupid. I don't get that. But the fact is, there's a ton of hot deals in there. So let's jump into it. Talk about hot deals. How about right now? Right now, we got storage days, storage wars, if you will, going off. Everyone gets 15% off. Inside Track gets 20% off. This is on Yukon and the US General, all right? So we got all the US General stuff going on. You got the full bank. Hold off on the full bank because we can do, was it 10% would be get 60, 120. That's going to take, let's see here. What's 20% off of that? 600. So 600 times, I hate doing math in my head, 0.8. You're looking at 480. This is actually better than the parking lot sale going on. We got 480 on that. Again, all the, the full roller cabinets and everything else. If you've been looking to invest right now, 20% off. I don't know what's holding you up. Anyway, let's talk about the parking lot sale itself. First item we got right here for $28 is the locking flex head. This is one of those meme tools we talk about. This thing's fantastic. This is an absolute just killer tool. I keep one in every vehicle that I have. And I should probably just carry one with me at all times. They just have so many useful bits in it. But that said, this thing has not been on sale for over a year. Now, granted, when it was on sale, it was, I think, $2 cheaper. But, there's nothing exciting going on. Remember, I'm just wrong on all of these. I'm just wrong. These people are insane. It's like they want to hate on Harbor Freight or the political agenda, and I just don't get it. Anyway, let's keep going. We got moving blankets for $369. That's okay. The welding wire, we got the microfiber cloths. Those are always a good deal. That's a standard sale price. But how about this? The tool. I got mine. Where is it? There it is. It's right there. I got my toolbox. I bought one for me, and my son bought one, and then we came out, and my wife's like, "Where's mine?" I had to go back in the store and get her one. They're really nice. I mean, trust me, I've seen the Cobalt ones, which are cute, but they're terrible. This has actual rails, whole 9 yards. Anyway, you know what they are. They're the mini toolbox coming in normally $19. We were showing, I think it was about a month ago, showcasing that stores were just completely filled to the gills with these things. And now we're seeing it on sale again, starting June 9th, 10th and 11th and 12th, if you're Inside Track. If they're gone by the time you get there because you're not Inside Track, don't blame me. Remember, I don't get paid by Harbor Freight. I don't get I don't get a commission. I don't get, if I push the Inside Track, nobody sends me any bonus checks or anything. In fact, if I wanted to push you over to somewhere else, I'd get all sorts of affiliate dollars. Harbor Freight doesn't even pay affiliate dollars. Yeah, they send us tools, but so does everybody else. Stanley Black & Decker, Carlisle. You saw what Carlisle sent me. They went nuts. Anyway, we're not biased. You can't buy me off with tools. I have more tools than any one regular person needs. More tools isn't going to get you anything, all right? I don't understand this concept. It's like they have a story in their head. They've already reached a conclusion. They don't care how they get there. Screw the facts. Anyway, let's keep going. All right, so mini toolboxes for $14. Those are going to go quick, guys. Now, here's the big one. They've been doing this banner right here of all the percentage off. We got 30, 40, 50, 50, okay? Now, I will say on this first one, the all steel jacks here under Pittsburgh, 30% off. This maybe where some people are getting kind of iffy about it because they recently raised the price on this. All right, let's jump over here and let's look at this. This is the Pittsburgh, this is like the standard 3-ton floor jack with rapid pump. This is just like your everyday driver floor jack here. And they've raised the price up to $159, $160, call it what it is. Now, this used to be, I think it was $140, so it's gone up $20, all right? Now, people are going to say, well, this isn't a good deal. I mean, let's see here, 30% off this. Let's go back to it here. So 30% off of this, and it's $160, right? So we do 160 times 0.7 here, and that's going to give us a price of $112. So this is coming in now at $112. What's going to be like $111.99, something like that. but this was on sale for $80. So how can you call this a good deal? This was a one-day sale. People keep going back to this Christmas sale. If you want to wait 360 some days for the next one-day sale and hope, you want to roll the bones and hope that you get the sale price again, and you can wait that time and you're not going to need a jack between now and then, hey, brother, that's on you. But you can't sit there and tell everyone else, this is a terrible deal because once every 5 years they have this on sale for this one day for 16 hours. Anyway, you gotta stop being disingenuous. That's what I really want. I want people to stop being disingenuous about what the truth is. Truth is, this is a decent sale. Is it the right home kind of sale? No. Let's look at some of the other prices that we've seen on this, all right? So Harbor Freight usually does like a low, a medium, and a high kind of price. Now that low was absurdly low. The high sale price on this, now remember the list price used to be $140. The high sale price was $120. Now we're coming in at $112. What does that mean? That means this is a decent sale price. It's not the highest price. It's not the absolute lowest one day ever kind of sale price, but it's also not your average, comes around every 2 or 3 months kind of sale price. It's a decent sale price. Also, this is on all steel jacks. You read into that. Go look at the jacks. There's more than just floor jacks. Now, I don't know if that's what they intended. If they intended bottle jacks and pneumatic jacks and transmission jacks, but they're Pittsburgh and they're a jack and they're made of steel. Remember, that's why it's a good idea to make friendly with your local manager for when it comes to this kind of, disputes, as it were. Anyway, let's jump back into it. So the floor jacks, decent deal. Right home, maybe not, but decent deal, okay? So let's keep going. The Icon, all right, anybody who's not excited about this sale is just absolutely bonkers or just flat out lying and again, trying to push some sort of wild narrative. Let's look at it. Here we go. Icon, professional, metric, ratcheting, combination wrench set. I'm so verklempt. I can't even talk. Anyway, this is a fan-freaking-tastic set of wrenches. This is tool truck alternative grade, okay? We're talking online with Carlisle and Tecton and Capri and Gear Wrench and right up there with Snap-on. I've seen tests where it loses the Snap-on, where it beats Snap-on, but every time it's like within the margin of error. Like if you tested 100 of them, it'd probably come out about even. And you're looking at a quarter of the price, if that. It's absolutely ridiculous that you can get a good quality set at $160. But no. We're going to do 40% off on that. So let's do the math again. Remember, I don't do math in my head because that's how things get messed up. So we do 160 times 0.6, and you're looking at $96, brother. $96 for a truly professional grade set of ratcheting, reversible ratcheting wrenches. These things, once you pick them up, there's no going back. You can't go back to Pittsburgh or anything else once you get your hands on a good set of wrenches like this. They're nice. They're longer than the average. They get that good leverage on them. They're fantastic. Just remember this, not a breaker bar. Also remember this, lifetime warranty. So that said, I don't know how you're not excited about this. These are going to blow off the shelves. All right. You're going to want to be there Monday morning if you want to get yourselves all these. This is like the buy it now, stock it up, fill the box top to bottom. Now, remember, if you do decide to go with the Harbor Freight credit card, I'm just going to say this, don't overextend yourself. All right. Don't be like, well, I can pay it off over the next 5. Don't do that. Do that if like you can pay it off in this month. All right. Or if you already got the cash, but here's why. Bonus 10% on top. All right, so you can stack that bonus. It's the only thing you can stack usually at Harbor Freight is that 10% there if you just signed up for the card. But sign up, get the extra 10%, pay it off. If it takes you 2 or 3 months, I get it, but I'm not trying to push credit, okay? I'm trying to push savings, all right? So let's keep going here. Now, next up, let's see, where were we? We're back over here. I'm getting so excited about this, I'm losing my place. We got the tarps for 50% off. Those speak to themselves. The gloves, 50% off. Those speak to themselves. I'm going to be stacking up on tarps. I just noticed I'm kind of low on tarps. I just bought gloves. I did. I just bought 2 boxes of gloves. I'm probably good for a while. Let's keep going here. Here we go. The Predator 5,000 watt dual fuel with remote start and CO secure. This is the new gold standard in RVing, camping, and portable power. This thing, I'm seeing it everywhere. All the food trucks and stuff we're seeing are running these. These things are fantastic. And we're looking at $800 on that one. Is it a right home kind of price? No. Is it a decent price? Yes. How about the Apex here, coming in at $480? Again, not a right home kind of price, but if you've been waiting for one, summer's here, spring's here, overlanding, all that kind of stuff, that's a nice winch to get. But that said, hold off. There's another one coming up later, and it's a screaming good deal, all right? So this is 12,000 pound, all right? This is the top line, 12,000 pound. All right, then we've got, look at this. We got the 5-drawer mechanics cart right here. It's in that current list price is up to $280, even in that plum crazy purple. And it's right now sub 200 in all the Skittle-like colors. Remember, if your Skittles turn gray or black, don't eat them. Those are probably not Skittles. Anyway, $200. Best price ever? No. Good, solid, buy it now price? Yeah, I think so. All right, here we got Icon SAE metric general service sets. We're looking at 1/4 inch for $80. The 3/8 inch for $120. Will there be a 1/2 inch? I don't know. They've not told me. I've got no leaks on it. I gotta think it's gonna happen, but I haven't heard it yet. We got the 1/2 inch impact there for $90. All right, and then we got the welding table, the titanium 36 by 24. That's this one down here. This is a fantastic little welding table here. And at $190, that's actually a decent price. And at $150, that is a solid price. Is it the best price we've ever seen? No, but let's keep going here. 6-ton. And let me just go back and clarify. Is it the best price? No, but is it a good, decent, like, if you want to wait for a better price, I totally get it. But if you need it now, I wouldn't feel bad about it, that kind of price. All right, the 6-ton heavy-duty jacks for $60. I did a video on those recently. I know there's something going on about, like, there's an inferior versus, they're both rated the same. They both, you know, they cost the same. They do the same thing. There is a 1/4 inch of difference. I think, like, one goes a little bit higher. Not, as far as I'm concerned, it's nothing to write home about. They still do exactly what they say they do on the box. All right, we got the fans down there for $120. Those are solid fans. I will say this. Go check out my video I did with the Dreo fan and with the Lasco fan. At $120, I mean, those are, the shop fans are big. I mean, they're just big and they're bulky. And I mean, if you've got a huge shop and you can run one of those, then good on you. But it doesn't matter how big a shop I have, I'm still running out of room. That's why this cabinet's still here, because I have so much stuff over there. I got to get it cleared out so I can move it where it needs to live. All right. Anyway, let's keep going after that. Then down here, we've got the plastic fastener bits, the safety goggles, the zip ties, the lights. The lights are not a bad deal, $20. But I mean, they've been that price for years. But remember, Harbor Freight, it's getting expensive. You can't get the cheap stuff anymore. People just want it. It's like they need drama in their life. They just need drama. Okay, let's keep going here. All right, we talked about those, and we talked about the jacks. Here we go, page 2. Again, I've talked about this wobble set for $10. That's a great deal. The transfer pump, I'm not a fan of it. I think I'd pass on that. For $2, this is the socket adapter ones. There's better ones out there, but for having backups, that's not a bad idea. Or if you're on a budget for $2, we got the gloves for $379. Those are fantastic. The headlamp for $20 is decent. But look at this down here. We got the US General here. Now again, let's come over here real quick. This one's on sale for $500, but you can get it right now for $80 less if you're inside track. That's almost the price of 1 year of inside track just on that one purchase. All right, but here we got the 72-inch. It's normally $1,800. So let's see, right now, $1,800. Currently, it's on sale for, it's currently $1,440. This is even better, even better. There's nothing, remember people, there's nothing to get excited about on this sale. Man, people just lie. It's just math. I don't make this up. It's just math. I have a calculator. The calculator tells me you're lying. Anyway, I know I'm all worked up about this. I just don't understand why people feel the need to be disingenuous. It's just not part of my being, so I can't process that. Anyway, 22-inch end locker there. That's something you rarely ever see on sale. We're talking about this end locker here. Of course, this is the Series 3 end locker, which is very Icon-esque. I have the Icon end locker. They're fantastic. This is really close to that. Coming in normally $400. It's on sale down to $319, which I think is about the 20% off. Let me see here. $400 times 0.8, that's 320, yeah. So it's pretty much the same. That's a wash on that one. So it's just continuing through next week. All right, we got the Quinn Masterpiece there for 320. I like it, but I like those Quinn Master sockets, or Master socket sets better. And here we got, there it is, the half-inch drive SAE metric Master socket set, SAE and metric there. This is just without a doubt one of the best, just one and done socket sets out there. And it's on sale right now for $140, or on sale next week for $140. We have the basic Pittsburgh sets here. I got to catch up here. This video is going to take forever. The Flex head from Pittsburgh, that's a decent price. The Icon, this is a great click style torque wrench here for 120 bucks. But I'll say this, we recently got the Quinn here, half inch for 150. This thing is fantastic. We've been using it for all sorts of projects. My son's been using it. He's 13 years old. And he can drive better than most of you. Yeah. Anyway, he loves it. When it comes to the torque wrenches, and I tell him to go torque something down, that's the one he grabs. That's his favorite. So 3/8 drive bolt extractor set there for $25. That's one of those get out of jail free kind of tools there. This is the kind of tool that you don't use it every day, but when you need it, you need it. And it's normally 30 bucks. It's on sale right now for 25. Then we got the Icon here for 40. Let's keep going here. US General peg style. I hate those. Some people like them. If you like them, that's great. I'm not a fan. Then we got the magnetic socket rail. So those things are really useful. $15 on that. We got the tarps. Why would you buy this tarp for $18? Why is there's a 50% off all tarps? Hold on. Was that I must have missed something on this. All mesh and extreme duty tarps. Okay. I see. I 50% all mesh and extreme duty tarps. Okay, that's what I missed before. So I was wrong about that one. But that's why this is like my favorite go-to tarp. This is the one that I always buy anyway. This is the standard silver one. It's heavy enough. It's light enough. It's that nice kind of sweet spot. And at $18 for an 11 by 19, that's a good buy right there. We got some throwing hammers here for $4. And look at this. We got the 1/4 inch mag socket set holder there for normally $16. It's on sale for under 10 bucks. The 3/8 for $12.99. Now here's what I'm going to say about these. They're not for everyone, okay? I've got some in here. I feel they take up too much space. All right. I'm probably going to switch to mag rails on all of those. They're nice, they're crisp, they're well displayed, they're easy to get at. But if room is your issue, if access and knowing what you're grabbing is the issue, go with these. If room and capacity is the issue, this is not the choice for you. Okay. Let's keep going here. We got the pry bar set for $10. It's okay. I love these bags for $5. Every time they go on sale, you should be buying one of these bags. There's tons and tons of uses for these. We got the Hercules. There it is, $300. That's the standard buy it now price. Has it gone cheaper than that? A few times. Every once in a while, you'll see a percentage off all Hercules, percentage off corded tools. You see these random kind of coupons that'll drop it down a little bit lower. But as far as the standard sale price on just that item, $300. Brother, that's launch. That's pre-pandemic. That is way back when we rode dinosaurs to school kind of pricing. That's it. $300 for that. It's the best bang for the buck on the market. Trust me, I love me the Bosch Glide. I've got the rigid version of the Bosch Glide. It's actually ended up giving my Hercules away for that rigid. And the reason I did is because I have it in a spot where, because the Hercules is the standard rail style, it has to sit out an extra foot into the workspace. Whereas the rigid, it's a flush zero rear clearance. And that's what I needed in my shop. So, it's a use case thing. I didn't switch because it's a better saw. I switched because of the form factor. But for $300, if you're on a budget, that rigid's almost twice the price of that. So, all right, let's keep going. The 20-gallon McGraw, that's a hard one. It's an okay price. It is an okay price. Is it the 20-gallon air compressors? It's a tough sell. If I'm going to go with that, I'm going to step up and get the Fortress. But maybe that's just me. Let me know. Would you do the 20-gallon McGraw, or would you save up the extra bucks to get the Fortress? Get a few more PSI out of it, get a little bit more capacity, slightly quieter, better condition, that kind of stuff. Anyway, then we got the hose reel. That's a great deal. The Chief, air hammer. That is a fantastic screaming tool right there. Again, tool truck grade equivalent, coming in at 120 bucks. We got the titanium welder for 500. The Bauer pressure washer there coming in for 175. The Black Widow, we don't see a lot of deals on these. If you're looking for a professional quality spray gun, we got those right there. Liquidation sale. Remember on this, look, at least they made the print bigger, up to 75% off. Usually it's like in the 7. They make it really small. So not everything's going to be that. But remember, this is where it really helps to get to know your manager. So when you walk up and you see something like, I don't know, it seems like a good deal, but could you make it a little bit sweeter? What if I bought it now? You know, that's where sometimes this really comes into play. And again, being inside track, because you can get first access to that stuff, all right? We got down here, we got the hand trucks. Remember, stop hurting yourselves. Every house should have one of these. Keep it in the garage, the shop, a closet somewhere. Which one you get, that's going to be up to your use case. The 4-in-1 convertible one is amazing, but maybe you just need it for occasional use. And that $50 one, that will really help. But again, that Franklin one there, the $170 one, that is fantastic. All right, we got I saw somebody, oh my gosh, I saw a video with this thing. Somebody was using it to screen gravel. Or so like so we're doing it up on the flats up here. We're building an off-road park, and so we're scooping out the dirt, running it through a big industrial screener to get good clean soil for the mud pits. But I saw somebody doing the same thing for their yard with one of these. They're scooping out dirts and rocks and stuff, run it through, and they got they'll shake it, and you get clean dirt out the bottom. I thought it was a great use case. Normally on 175, it's on sale for 140. We got these Pittsburgh wrenches here. Just don't. All right. The shop towels, that's a good deal. I haven't used this hand truck. You know, I need a little portable hand truck for when I travel, stuff like that, carrying all my gear. If you've used this and you got feedback on it, let me know down in the comments. I'd like to hear what you had to say about it. All right, let's keep going. The next page we got here, last page, we got the the universal swivels there. We got the adapters. Okay, those are a decent deal. I love this for a portable toolbox for working on bikes. If you do a lot of stuff on bikes, this is 1/4 inch on one side, 3/8 on the other. It extends for extra leverage. That's a great deal. Knee pads. We got the 4-way. I used to carry a 4-way with me. Now I just carry an impact wrench. But here we go. We're back with the Predator. Look at this. $18.49. Remember, there's no good deals going on, but this thing's cheaper than it has been in a while. It's pre-pandemic pricing, but again, no good deals. Anyway, but someone's going to come in. It was on sale for 1 day for when the store was open for 12 hours. Disingenuous. Look it up, folks. All right. Then here's the Badlands. This is what I was talking about. We got the 3,500 pound UTV for 125, the 5,000 for 150, and the 12,000. This is the same weight rating as the Apex. Yes, this is steel wire. It's not the nylon rope, but it's $300. $300. If you're on a budget, but you need all the capacity, this is it for you. This is the one right here. $300 for the Badlands ZXR. Look at that. All right. Let's keep going. We got the ramps for $60. We got the 750 pound capacity folding carrier there for $190. The motorcycle carrier for $200. The Centec jump starter for $60. Somebody needs to explain to me why anybody's still buying these big jump packs. Unless you're working a car lot where you're jumping 20 cars a day or something like that. I don't get it, because I can use I have a problem going on with the batteries in my truck, and I have to jump start my pickup truck. I'm getting new batteries, but this one company is talking about sending me lithium batteries to test out. So I might be doing that. So I'm kind of holding off before buying replacement batteries. So I'm having to jump start it. Luckily, I have other vehicles to drive. But that said, was it Wolf Box? I think the Wolf Box. In fact, I think I have one of them here. Let me show you real quick. Yeah, if I can get it out of here, it's this thing. I can jumpstart my truck, which is a 6.7 liter diesel Cummins, 10 times on one charge with this box. It basically takes 10% every time I do it. And then one time we're charging it, we're gonna jump it at night, and my son was hooking him up because he wants to do it and he likes to help out. He's like, I wish I had a flashlight. I'm like, really? You do you? It has a flashlight built in. Actually worked really well. Oh, and it's got the stupid strobe. Company stop doing that. Yeah. All right, well, there you go. And like any other sale, there's a lot of stuff that's like, pass on that. Or some of the sales are like, oh, they're okay. Some of them are like, it's pretty good. And there's some like killer deals. Let's talk about the right home about it deals. We got the Icon, the meme toolbox, the little bit set box. That's a killer deal. The mini toolboxes right here for $14. That's an amazing deal. The Pittsburgh steel jacks, that's an okay deal. On some of them, it can be a really good deal. The Icon wrenches are the anchor. And every one of these sales has that one big anchor deal where it's like, they're gonna clear store shelves. And on this, that's the deal. And if you're not excited about this, then you're missing out. And if you're telling other people that this is a bad sale, then you're just lying. I don't understand it. Anyway, someone explain it to me down below in the comments. I want to hear some justification why people are saying stuff like this. Anyway, that's all I got for you. If you like what we do, if you like what we're covering here at Harbor Freight, hold on, because I forgot I got some bonus items for you. Found this over on Reddit on the Harbor Freight page. I'm just perusing around. Holy cow, that's a freaking paper puncher light at Harbor Freight. Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. Now, granted, I carry more in the micro size, the SIG one that you carry, let's say 365 days a year. Yes, I'm avoiding using certain terminology because of you know what. But that's insane. That is literally an insane price. Or not inside price, but an inside that they're coming out with. I don't know what the price on it is. If I figure out the price, I'll put it down below. But I can't believe they have it. I'm so happy. In fact, I sent an email to my contact over at Harbor Freight. I'm like, WTF, dude, the guy who was a CCW instructor and you haven't sent me one of these yet, or even let me know they're coming out. They just showed up in store shelves. And then also, guess what else is in store? Apparently I missed it. And when I did my tour of the store in Idaho, this was sitting right out in the open. It's in stores. It's the Badlands Mini Jack, the 1.5. Coming in at $300, yeah, it's a bit pricey. Hopefully they'll have a sale on it soon. But if you're looking for a smaller portable jack rather than the 3-ton Badlands, here you go. That's it right there. Anyway, if you like what we do here, go ahead and chomp the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.
If you like mud bogs, then bring the whole family out to Livingston for mud bog events this summer. The season kicks off Saturday, June 7th at the home of the all-new Park County Motor Vehicle Park. Exit 337 in Livingston and follow the signs. There'll be Kids Dash for Cash, door prizes, and much, much more. Events run throughout the summer. Racers and spectators, visit parkcountymvp.com for more information.